Okay, we're looking at here when we have...
Shut up!
Action!
We have two cranes here. It's never been seen before. We've only usually had one crane in most movies, but in this one we have two.
Okay, this is some behind-the-scenes B-roll stuff that we filmed during the shoot. Just a few little grabs of the stuff we got, just to give you an idea of what the setups were actually like to do. This was Killing the Dean in the big car park, which we shot at the University of Toronto. Poor John Neville had to crawl across his car park all day. It was pretty tough. Here are our spikes that we used. They were retractable spikes which a stuntman was able to fall onto. Then we raised the car with those coasters so we could pull the car across and reveal John Neville underneath. But we used those retractable spikes for the moment where a stuntman fell onto them, and then we just pulled a few out here for the reveal, which you can see, and we just had John lie in position.
Was he a sport?
He was great. He was great. He understandably got a little over it by the end of the day, but it was a long day. It was our second last day of shooting, actually, so we're all a little bit tired. But it was a real chore. We actually had to wipe all the blood up after each take. So every time we'd crawl across the car park, we'd have guys come in with hoses and clean all the blood off so we could do another take. So it was a little bit cumbersome. Now this sequence with Damon's death is one of the few times I really stuck strictly to storyboards, because we really needed to shoot so much out of order and really wanted to keep track of where our shots were going and maximize the efficiency while at the location. There's our rig so the guy could jump on the roof of the car and create those dents. But it was a really elaborate sequence, actually filmed over 3 nights. It's Josh.
Stand in it. And with his clothes off as usual.
Yeah, Josh. Yeah, Josh had to do that all night. A couple of nights, actually. So we had 3 nights with Josh and Alicia out there. Then we had a couple of nights where we would be nearby the bridge where we filmed a lot of the ending was nearby. So we went back and did some second unit stuff that Michael McDonald directed. Little inserts of the gauges on the car going and the keys going in the ignition and foots on and the accelerator. And here's the gas station sequence. This was a lot of fun for me. This is one of my most fun scenes in the movie to film. It was just a really wonderful location we found out in the middle of nowhere in Toronto somewhere. It was like an hour and a half out of Toronto. And we had this huge crane, this crane rain we used to call it, and this device at the top there, like a huge sprinkler that would just shower the entire set. I can't remember how many thousands of gallons of water we dumped over a few nights, but poor Brad got drenched. There it is. So every time we'd roll the camera, that thing had to come up. And we had little rain towers around that would fill in for that would cover a certain amount of the location. And that's all our own signage. This is Chucky. I'd been trying to mine for a Chucky quote from Brad on the whole movie for a while, so here you go. I'm just a horror geek. And this is the these are 2 locations side by side. That's the frat house and Stanley Hall. There were 2 buildings. We actually had to tent off with these elaborate tarpaulins and scaffolding 2 buildings, 2 3-story buildings, as a matter of fact. So it was quite a sight walking into that location and 2 things were covered. Amazing, truly amazing. This is Rebecca getting shot in one of the locations. So I'd be getting the frat party dressed while I was shooting all this stuff in Stanley Hall, so it was very useful. And we all shot during the day, so we were able to get back onto our day schedule. Now, this is some stuff during post-production where we worked with, I think what we'll have here is some of the stuff with Chris Young. That's the first time I heard the Urban Legend theme. And that's how Chris composes on that piano. And just writes the music down. He has a team of guys that work with him. And you can hear the score coming here.
Nice. He's a pianist.
Very talented guy.
Very talented.
But crazy just like me. Chris had just moved into this new office when we started the movie, so he was getting set up. But normally he has a lot of cool stuff on the walls and things, so I'm sure it's there now. But he was great. He really understood this genre and really worked closely together. And he had a lot of fabulous ideas that just really raised the movie to a new level, I thought. I just think he did a wonderful job and really thought about the music. And given the short amount of time he had, I think it delivered an incredible score. But shortly we're about to cross over to the actual scoring session at Todd in, I believe it's Studio City. And they have a fabulous music recording stage there, so it was a real treat to go in with a 90-piece orchestra and listen to the score come together.
Well, my big question is, what is he going to do
Little
next?
moment there while Chris is adding a string line to one of the cues. This is actually ADR, automated dialogue replacement, with Josh. This is where we just give you a little hint of what this is like. I believe that's a take we used in the movie, and it's Per Hallberg, my brilliant sound engineer, who put this all together for us. And here we go. This is the scoring session at Todd A.O. It's Michael McDonald there. Pretty amazing feeling that day. I'd been hearing the score played for me on the piano so often that hearing it come to life with a real orchestra was pretty amazing. One of the more creatively rewarding parts of making them a whole movie, I think, was doing the music.
That's amazing. Never
Pretty
seen that before.
fabulous experience standing out there on that stage, walking around different sections. We go. This is the cue when they're running away from Paul from the gas station at the end of the movie. So we're about to go into a deleted scene, which is the sex scene.
Yeah, baby. Sassy.
So the beginning of this scene, we've had to strip the audio off because we just had a CD running on set, and this was never really fully integrated into the movie. So Tara's dancing here to what would have been one of the tracks off our soundtrack album, but the sequence never made it in there. But this was a really fun scene to shoot. I remember you had a bit of trouble this night trying to get in the mood while I'm screaming out, "Michael, your bulge. Watch the bulge in the pants, mate." We're getting some shadows off the bulge. But that's your frat bedroom, Parker's bedroom, you never see in the movie anymore. Here we go. So I'm going to be quiet now and let you watch the scene. You can decide for yourself if it should have been in the movie.
What are you doing?
It's a surprise.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, come on, be careful.
That's it, Parker. Hootie's out of here.
Sasha, he's not bothering you. Come on.
Oh, Parker, he gives me the creeps. He always looks at me like he's ready to try next.
Hey, you'll be back in a few minutes, buddy.
I wish it lasted that long. Uh-oh. You're in trouble.
Daddy's very upset.
Oh. Yeah. Oh, sorry.
Can we ever do it like normal people? Jesus.
But baby, the secret to a healthy relationship is variety.
I'm just saying, you know? And we like to do it in the missionary position every once in a while. Ow, ouch, ow, ow, ow. I think you just broke something.
Are you okay?
Wait a minute, hold on. Oh, that's better. Yeah.
Stop.
What's wrong, buddy? Sasha.
Oh, my God.
Sasha, disengage. Something wrong with Hootie.
There's nothing wrong with Hootie. He's just getting excited watching us.
What's wrong, buddy?
I wish you were.
Hootie? What's going on, buddy?